Hello everybody, this is Iced Blood. Welcome back to Dark Souls 2. Last time we defeated the Dragon Rider, and thanks to that we have a couple of decisions to make. We have 14,800 souls and we want to spend them. So, first thing is I think I want a new weapon. Lenegrast, I have business for you.
Oh, I'd given you up for dead. Almost had me worried, really.
Oh, how sweet. Give me... let's see. Give me the Falchion. Yes. It's a curved sword. I like myself some curved swords. So let's buy one of those. We need a few points.
I'll be around if you make it back.
Oh, shut up. We need a few points in dexterity to use this properly. So next is the Herald.
Bearer of the curse,
Yes.
seek souls. Larger, more powerful souls. Seek the king. That is the only way. Lest this land swallow you whole, as it has so many others.
That's cheery. Alright, sure. Let's get 3 levels in dexterity. Okay. Go. Now we can use our new weapon. So let's see. There it is. So regular damage goes up, and instead of lightning damage we have bleed. Right? Yeah. There we go. I like this. Nice familiar moveset. Feels good. I approve. I think I like this purchase. So what else do we want to do? We still have 10,000 souls. We don't want to be wandering around a new area with that many souls. Not here in the beginning. 10,000 souls won't be too much later on, but for now it's a lot, so we want to use it. I think I know what we can do.
What? You again?
Yes, me again. I need... these. I have a couple. We have 2, so let's get 4. Yeah, okay. And then we will reinforce our new Falchion. +1, +2, and +3. Excellent.
I'll be around if you make it back.
Oh, hush. Alright, so, Titanite shards are the lowest of all the various upgrade materials, so we've gone as far as we can with our new Falchion without getting a different type. And our damage went up, and I think what we're going to do now is use...
Bearer,
Yeah.
lest this
We're going to use the last of our souls to get some more levels. I think, so what happens if we get more... Okay, so our weapon damage goes up by 1 for every point. Let's do 15, and then some endurance for stamina's sake. Yeah. 4 souls, alright, yeah. That will do. So, let's see. I think we're going to go... Yep. To this one. So we're going to go back into the Tower of Flame. We're going to test out our new weapon on the knights there. And we're going to fight the second boss in this area. Oh, yeah. Summon. Well, let's not do that. We're okay on our own. Let's see how this goes. That's pretty nice. I think I like that. Alright. Let's not get cocky. Still have to... that could have been dangerous. There you go. That's how it could have been dangerous. One down. Another hailstone. And we're going to go through this rigmarole again with several more of these knights. So, this area reminds me rather distinctly of a place in Dark Souls 1 called Anorlando. Anorlando was a late area in Dark Souls 1. It was a city of giants, basically. The city of the gods, and the gods were like these gigantic humanoid beings. so theoretically, I'm pretty sure the idea behind it was that Anor Londo was huge to accommodate them. The gods actually lived there. Of course, by the time you get there, they're all but one are gone. But still, that was kind of the whole point of the place, was that it was really big, really impressive, and definitely had a different vibe from a lot of the other areas. And this place has that. If you compare it to like the tutorial level, very dark, the Forest of Fallen Giants, which was very like ruinous. This place does not look like it's in the best of shape. It's certainly seen better days, but it definitely has a more put together feel than the forest, for example. Like look at those windows there, for example. Just look at this. What would this be? Would this be a cathedral? Is that what we'd call that? I think we would. So look at that, for example. And you think about it, look at all these places where everything's crumbled, right? And try and picture what it must have looked like before that happened. Like, this must have been a breathtaking place. And really, even now, even in its ruined state, it doesn't have that kind of bleak feeling that some of the other areas that we've even been to in our short amount of time here in Dragonslayer. We've seen a few places, and this place does not look all that bad. It looks like it's still kind of feeding off the atmosphere of Missoula. We're still right near the water. We can still see the sun. It's still easy enough to see, and there's enough wide passageways that we can maneuver around pretty easily. And yet, somehow, that makes it all that much worse, I think. Because the one thing that you really get a glimpse of as you keep going throughout this game and finding more and more things is how scarce people are. Like, try to picture how many people must have lived in a place like this Tower of Flame, which I wonder which tower that thing's referring to. I wonder if it's the one that we killed the Dragon Rider in, if that's the actual tower that it's talking about. But in any case, just, try to imagine how many people must have lived in a place this big and this impressive back before it obviously fell on hard times. There's nobody else here. There are these giants here, but I get the feeling that they might not even be fully sentient creatures. They might just be automated suits of armor that are actively kicking my ass right now because I suck at blocking. Okay, one's dead. Or now one's dead, and the other is going off to his spawn. So let's, before we go after that guy, let's Estus up, and we'll meet him on his home turf. This is a big problem we have with having so few Estus flasks in the beginning. You have to be careful about when you use them, and unfortunately it was a bit of sloppy play on my part that we'd run out of Estus flasks before we even come close to the actual boss fight. So we're going to be in a very interesting position going into this boss fight without any kind of consistent healing. We have some life gems, but those obviously are consumables, so they'll disappear once they're used. And I don't think we have very many. I don't think that was worth it. We don't have very many life gems left. See, yeah, 5, now 4. And we still have a couple. What the hell was that? I heard something. That was weird. Yeah, we don't have very many left, and we still have, I think, 3 knights to kill. Can we get these one at a time? Can we? I think we can. Come on down. You're the next contestant on murder. Oh, never mind. Jeez, that was not good. Okay. There we go. And then this one. And this one. Okay, just gotta be careful. I would normally want to take a third swing, but as you can see, when I do that, it's a very bad idea. I was hoping that would kill him, actually, but it did not. So now we have Yet another situation where we don't have full health. And we still need to move forward. And there's still one more. Where? There he is. There he is. So we've got one more guy to kill and only 3 more life gems. Well, no one ever accused me of being particularly smart, so I guess this will work out. Careful, careful. Crap, that is not careful. Ah. Okay. Okay. Get greedy, don't get greedy, dance around. There we go. Okay. So, all the enemies before the boss are dead, so what do we need to still do? Wait. What the hell? All these random... Oh! Oh, I think I get it. I think as we kill those knights, what I was hearing last time was this drawbridge. I think it goes down slightly for every monster that we kill here. Yeah, because now we can go. Okay. So here's the fun part, folks. We have... What do we have? We have 2 Radiants and an Old Radiant. And 3 regular life gems. Cathedral of Blue. Ooh, another Old Radiant. So we could summon yet again, but I don't think we want to. Friend required. That's bullshit. I can do this my own damn self. The old Dragonslayer. To those who played Dark Souls 1, this is a very, very familiar pseudonym. This is the same model, although slightly different, with a slightly different color palette, as Dragonslayer Ornstein. Now, the boss fight of Ornstein and Smo from Dark Souls 1 was notorious for its difficulty because you were fighting 2 bosses at the same time. Ornstein was quick and had very long range. He could get across the arena very quickly, like he's doing right here. Smo was very big, very slow, and very heavy. And so the interesting thing here is Ornstein has basically, just by virtue of not having his partner, has been relegated from one of the hardest boss fights in the Souls universe to one of the beginning boss fights in the Souls universe, assuming this is actually him. I do subscribe to the theory that it is him. I think that Dragonslayer is set into the future of the Dark Souls universe. I think Lordran, where you are in the first game, is in the past. I think that this is Ornstein. I think that he has basically become corrupted in the intervening years. That's why when he uses his magic, it's very dark and there's these smoky poison clouds and things instead of the pure lightning that he used in the first game. Now granted, none of these theories of mine hold any weight necessarily because nothing is really set in stone. This could be someone completely different who just happens to have his same character model. It could be that Dragonslayer is actually in the past. Maybe Lordran is the future of this place. Maybe this is Ornstein's father. Who knows? You know, it's difficult to tell. But I certainly subscribe to the theory that this is the future, and that Ornstein has basically fallen from grace, so to speak. Because lightning is a very faith-heavy element in this universe. Clerics and paladins use lightning as their primary element. To use lightning spells, you need a lot of faith. Oh boy, we better end this quickly. And like I said, yeah, it's a very holy element, and yet look what he's using here. This is very dark magic. so clearly he is not himself. The old Dragonslayer is defeated. IB is victorious. Ah, I love that. Alright, so 23,000 souls. Big question being now, what do we do with those? We can put that on. It's not going to be useful because we're not using the type of weapon that ring affects, but we have 4 ring slots and no rings, so why not? Oh yeah, okay. So this is what unlocks. I was talking about this before. This is what you unlock by defeating this boss, is this little area here. We get a cracked blue eye orb. That's, I think that allows us to go into another person's world as a phantom to help them. Sometime, maybe we summon someone else, I don't remember. A Haidnite iron mask and a tower shield. And we get to talk to this gentleman in fancy armor. That's some cool armor.
Transient being. This is no place for one such as you.
Well, that's rude.
Be gone. You are not needed.
Okay, fine. Hello to you too. Never mind. I won't talk to you anymore then. But yeah, actually the reason I think we don't have enough in our faith stat to talk to him, he will allow you to enter the covenant that I talked about before. Yeah, let's use... what do we want? Yeah, there we go. Homeward Bones. Homeward Bones are very useful items. Because a lot of times there will be a lot of traveling involved to find a bonfire, and it just makes a lot of sense to travel around using whatever shortcuts you have. This, I said before, this world is huge. There's a lot of walking around, so it's definitely good to use any shortcut you can find. So let's see. What else are we gonna do? What else am I gonna do? Let's get some endurance back. Again, I like having the multiples of 10 or 5. Yeah, multiples of 5 I like using. So let's have our endurance at 10. And we've got 20,000. We want to buy Marlin. Let's take a look. What does Marlin have? Does he have anything new?
I'm glad to see you safe. Take a look at my wares.
Let's see, what do you have? No, there is a different set, but we're not gonna bother getting it. We already have this stuff. I don't think we're gonna get anything from Malin. Alright, well...
Did I mention before that, well, I'm not from these parts? I was on a journey, and somehow ended up here. The desolation here was disenchanting at first, but over time, things started to turn my way.
Oh, good for you, Malin.
Yeah, I've got a good few regulars now. They're all strangely desperate and quite willing to pay a premium. Sadly, some of them never come back, but I try not to think about it.
So what's interesting about
Always
this
open for business.
is that Malin is basically saying that he has business not only from us, but from the other players that we sometimes see ghosting around. Ghosting is now a verb.
Oh, you again? Go on. It's on the cheap for you.
It's nice to actually be able to understand what she's saying, Malaysia. What are we gonna get from you? Let's see. Ooh. Hey now. She has an unlimited amount of those life gems. Get a lockstone because those are useful. We don't need 50 of them. But we will take 30. Yeah. 30 life gems so that we don't have to worry about it. Or for at least a long
Thank you kindly.
Alrighty. You're welcome kindly, crazy lady. Yeah, 31 life gems, that's more like it. And then we'll use up the 7.
Bearer, seek, lest this...
Seek, lest land, yes. what are we gonna get with the rest of this? I think we're gonna have ourselves a dex build. Alright. So we're gonna do that. That will leave us with 227. Not bad. Not bad at all. I wonder if we use these, is it enough to make a difference? Let's see. That, and now we have 1,200. We get up to dex of 20 now. No. Well, in that case, we're going to end the video right here. We defeated the Dragonslayer, so that's going to be it for now. I will see you next time. We'll track down another boss.